This player earned on 5 regions in the solo victory cup in only 1 day, and in this video I'm going to be revealing the strategies that he used to earn. Starting off on Asia, which is his own region, he decides to land at this gas station in between Doomstat and Underworld. From this drop, he can very quickly farm max metal and then rotate out and get dashes, which is a huge advantage if you keep them going into the endgame. Once AIM has gotten their dashes, they rotate towards Rebel Roost since there's not much loot at the gas station they landed at. Right here they're trying to scrap loot so they can find any weapon upgrades or extra heals left behind. This is a very important strategy to master if you're landing at a drop with less loot available, so you're in a winning position going into endgame. In the mid game, AIM doesn't look to fight anyone, however gets easy kills by sneaking up on players that are low HP. The best way to do this, as seen in this clip, is by crouching up on players healing or looting in the open. In the mid game, AIM focuses on rotating across the dead side of zone so he avoids players and puts himself in a good position for later zone pulls. As we can see here, he decides to rotate across this line as I have shown, which is pretty much avoiding 99% of the lobby, which is all on congested side here. Because AIM has put himself on the dead side of zone, his loot going into the end game is still capped. He has 3 dashes, his heals haven't been used at all, and he has cap mats and cap armored walls. Another strategy that AIM uses is carrying 4 slots of heals and only 1 gun as his ideal loadout. Because of this, he is able to build less in the endgame as he has so many heals that he can use if he gets hit when rotating. Since AIM is held onto his dashes, he can rotate 8th and 9th zone by simply fizz stashing frontside. This is by far the most interesting part of AIM's game, as when he is looking for a refresh in the endgame, he sees a player drop the invisibility coin. Most players drop this coin because he can't shoot when invisible, however AIM uses this to rotate through the endgame. Since no one is expecting a player to be walking around invisible, he can freely walk around without being shot at and wasting no builds. In the final moving zone, AIM is still walking around invisible and is able to get a free refresh when this player boxes up on top of him. From here, AIM now has enough mats to full tarp the final moving zone, and he has max heal off so he can easily win the game. Moving on to NA Central, where AIM is on around 150 ping, they still play their early and mid game the same, which is landing at this gas station, farming metal, getting dashes, and then scrap looting around Rebel's Roost. Instead of waiting for the invisible medallion to be dropped in the endgame, AIM decides to fight this player in the mid game for the coin and mythic shotgun. Again, AIM decides to hold 4 slots of heals, and he goes invisible through the rotating zone so he doesn't get shot at and waste mats. Now that it is the final zone, AIM can simply just tarp the whole zone since he has wasted no mats from walking around invisible without building. If you want to improve at Fortnite and learn new strategies to earn, join my coaching server linked in the description.